friends, it's November 1st, and so it is time to reveal the very first Mayfield Fabric Challenge make. Now I'm going to have footage of me at the end of the video where you can see the whole dress, but let me review what Mayfield Fabric Challenge is. On the first of every month, a new session of Mayfield Fabric Challenge starts. So what that means is when you're seeing this video, if you will go over to Mayfield Fabric, look through the fabrics, come back here and say what you would challenge me to sew with, then you are entered. And the way that it works in terms of the fabric is we're both going to make something with the same fabric. So if you are looking at vintage fabric, which I hope you do because it's really my darling, for example, this item right here, as far as I know, there's only 2 people in the, world maybe who have something made out of this fabric right now. And that is Sherry and I. So that's kind of cool. But because our vintage fabric is like finite, there's just however much of it is there is, you need to make sure that there's a minimum of 4 yards available. Otherwise, there won't be enough fabric for both of us to sew something with. And if you are going with a new fabric, you'll get 2 yards of new fabric. And if you want to make something that requires 3 or 4 yards, just let us know. We'll charge you for the 2 yards and for whatever is over the 2 yards. And so you can still make whatever you want. You're just going to get 2 yards of fabric free, okay? So I think I covered it all. It's just a fun thing. It's open to YouTubers who can make a video about their fabric, or it's open to Instagrammers who have an active Instagram account and who can post 5 different posts about their fabric and about their make and whatever over 5 different days. I don't think those requirements are too strenuous, and I hope that you can join us. If you don't have a YouTube channel or an Instagram account, maybe this will be the impetus to get you to do it so you can join us. We would love to have you in the sewing community. The more the merrier. So that's something that you might consider. Okay, so what did I make? I think that Sherry and I each had 3 yards of this fabric. And you know what? I'm going to open this door because it is boiling here in the sun. Now that might mean that you can hear birds or the leaves in the trees rustling, but it also means that maybe I won't melt. I think that made it worse, didn't it? Oh well. So I made the Love Notions cadence dress. I made the long version. No, I made here's what I made. I made this dress with these sleeves and this collar, not the V-neck, okay? So there's a lot of different things you can do with this pattern. Right here, just on the front, there's 6 views. But even with the 6 views, the view that I made is not on here because obviously you can mix and match. A little reminder about Love Notions patterns. They come, at least the ones I've sewn up, I've sewn 3 patterns. I've sewn the Allegro skirt, which obviously doesn't have a full bust adjustment. I've sewn the Harmony blouse. I've sewn 4 of those. And then this is the cadence dress. And this is my first one to sew. And both the Harmony blouse and this dress come with a pattern piece with a full bust adjustment already done. So that is fantastic. This pattern has 3 lengths, a shirt, a knee length, and a maxi. It has 5 sleeves, tank, short, 3/4, flare, and bishop. You can also put in an optional waist casing. Now that's something that I want to talk to you guys about. When you look at my footage at the end of this video, would you please take a moment to consider whether you think I should leave this dress loose like this or whether I should put in the casing. The casing can be done 2 ways. You can do it where you have a tie on the outside, like you put buttonholes in and it ties on the outside, or you can do a casing on the inside that doesn't show. If I did it, I would most likely do the casing on the inside at this point instead of trying to get buttonholes into an already completed dress. So it's a shift style dress. It does have bust darts. On the maxi, it has slits to the knee and side vents on the shirt length. It's meant for wovens. Bust darts for shaping, no closures. So another thing I want you to think about when you're looking at my footage, is this a weird length? Should I cut it off into a tunic length or should I leave it this length? That's one question. And then the other question is, should I put in the elastic casing? I suppose I could wear a belt with it. But my figure has changed. Even 2 years ago, I was still a plus size woman, but I had more of an hourglass shape. And now, I think because of menopause in the last year, my stomach has just really expanded. And so my figure has changed, literally. My stomach is not the way that it used to be. And it's alarming, of course, but it's also confusing because all the things that I used to be able to wear and that I felt comfortable in and that I thought were, you know, relatively flattering, now when I see my pictures, which is one of the great things about doing a YouTube channel and trying to take pictures of your makes for Instagram, hey, it can be a little soul crushing, but it's just information. It gives you information. What looks good on you? What doesn't look good on you? You know, if you have an outfit fail, just go try a different thing. So looking at my pictures lately, I've been like, ugh, I don't know. So let me know what you think. Take this into a tunic length, or leave it and put the casing in, or just leave it like this. I don't know. All right. So sewing up this pattern was very, very easy. Love Notion's patterns are extremely easy. The 3 that I've done are extremely easy. The directions are easy to follow. There is actually a sew along for the cadence dress. I did not do any adjustments to this dress at all. I did not do a full bust, full bicep, hip, or waist adjustment. I think I cut it, maybe I did grade out. I should have gotten that pattern out and looked at it. Anyway, it fits just fine. And so let's talk about the fabric. This fabric is vintage fabric. And what I did for the fabric challenge is I literally cut it in half. So Sherry and I both got the exact same amount. It's very wide. And I machine washed and dried mine before I cut it out. And I was dismayed to see that there was a hole about the size of a quarter. It was a square somewhere in the yardage. And the main reason why I was dismayed, I still was able to get this dress cut out. I just avoided that hole. But the main reason why I was dismayed is because I was really hoping that Sherry's piece didn't have any holes in it. Which reminds me, we try to check our fabric to the best of our ability. But if we ever send you a piece of vintage fabric that you discover has a hole in it, please let us know, and we will decide how to make it right for you. It may be that, you know, you just get like a discount code for your next order because you can still make what you plan to make out of it. And it's no skin off your nose. But it's vintage fabric and there could be problems. So always just let us know and we will make sure that you are satisfied with the transaction when all is said and done. So I was able to get an entire dress out of my piece with no problems whatsoever. This fabric is a little bit out of my comfort zone in terms of brightness and busyness, but I really do like this dress. I really like the bishop's sleeves. I feel like it's comfortable and fun. I chose something that I thought was a little bit bohemian. I had bought a couple of patterns. They're new patterns. One of them had like a lace-up thing and like a fancy sleeve, and the other one had like pin tucks right here, and they're very popular. I feel like everyone in the sewing community on YouTube has shown those two patterns. And then I was like, I don't know about that. And so this pattern has that same bohemian feel to it, but it was so much easier. And I didn't like the facing when I first made it, because when it's on the hanger, it's very floppy. It's not too small of a facing, but now that I've been wearing it, this facing does not flop out at all, so I feel like it's fine. Everything went smooth and easy. The sleeves were a breeze to set in. This is a very easy make, and I intend to make a lot of these other views. I can see how this would be a standard pattern for virtually any rayon challis. And so that's it. If you would like to participate in our next Mayfield Fabric Challenge, let's see. Today is the first one, and I have terrible allergies. That's with Sherry from Sew and Share. And then on December 1st is our second one, and that's with Deb from Saturday Sewing with Debbie. And then the one that is due January 1st, which we will announce on December 1st, that one is the next one that is going to come from this video. So if you are interested in participating, you need to know that our next due date will be January 1st. Debbie is due December 1st. Our next one will be due January 1st, and we will draw on the, not this weekend, but the following weekend. And so I guess that's all you need to know. I hope you're having a fantastic day. I hope that you can have fun with this and participate. Share it, if you want, with other people, so that there's, other people getting the chance. The more the merrier, I say. And take care of yourself.